Oh, I started too early. I didn't change the music. Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts. I'll have to read you my Silk Song review in a minute. Why don't we just do more GoldenEye? Right. I was gonna use a Red Fox song for the setup phase. I was a little out of sorts because I had to tell Silk Song where to shove it. So I forgot to set up the music before I started, and I was like, I'll just do GoldenEye. Yeah. It sounds like, yeah, he reached probably the very same point you did, where he said, nah, you know what? I'm now convinced this is not a particularly good game. I expected him to make a bigger deal out of the difficulty. He had a surprisingly, like, low-key, even-handed way of saying the game's too damn hard. I mean, I guess he does like the Dark Soulses, so I don't know, maybe he likes, like, pointlessly mean games, but... That's just not why I get into a game like this. Yeah, I'm good. I just don't need that in my life. It's now at a point where not even Sharma can save the game for me. Anyway, I just amended my Steam review with a much longer version of why Silksong is not good. But here it is in summary. Silksong is not good and you shouldn't buy it. There you go. Time to play RimWorld. I say you shouldn't buy it as if there's a human on Earth who hasn't yet. Like, I guess Team Cherry can tell me to fuck myself all the way to the bank. A 20-wave gauntlet. It just, no, why would I want to do that? That sounds unbearable and unpleasant and unfun and just not worth doing at all. Even in the best case scenario, that feels like something that would leave me feeling drained at the end. Like I'd be doing a 1,000-yard stare into the frickin' wall of my room. And like, what did I gain from doing this? Nothing. I lost a year of my life. Anyway. It's very disappointing that Silksong is bad. It was supposed to be that, you know, it was the chosen one. You were to bring balance to the force, not leave it in, yada yada, you know it. How are we doing? We were having some animal malnutrition scares last time, but it looks like we're catching up on that. They've eaten a whole bunch of the hay grass. We are making kibble at a pretty decent clip. Keep an eye on that. Because we are using, like, tenable people food to make the, to make the kibble. So keep an eye on that, because we don't want to use up all of our food making animal food. Uranium status same as before. We still need the uranium. No, Raycaster is currently busy scanning for more of it. Progress to guaranteed fight, 100%. Never mind, we do have progress. Come on now. Yeah, even more like uranium isn't. Hello? Wait, 100% doesn't mean what it used to. There we go. Alright, where is it? Please be closer than 4 days travel away. Yeah, you know, it's not like that's better. There's at least a road leading to that. It's not like I didn't find anything at all to enjoy in Silksong. There must have been something to it for me to play it for almost 40 hours. Though I will say that the almost 40 hours put me only just like a little bit into Act 2, so... Those of you who thought Hollow Knight was too frickin' long, that's another reason I will not recommend Silksong. Yeah, we can do that. Alright. Let's, work on getting a caravan together. We've been up that road a good number of times, to trade with our neighbors up there. They seem like a nice lot. As a matter of fact, the neighbors themselves might have some things that we might need. While we're passing by them, maybe we should stop and see if they have advanced components for sale or something. But yeah, we had a couple of raids last time. We had a couple of people try to mortar us. That was fun. And then we had some cavemen just drop in all over the place. But only a few of them. Still scary. But we made them all die. And now the graveyard for assholes is full, and now we just send everybody to hell. That's what this is. It claims to be a crematorium, but actually it's just a hole that leads to hell. We just throw them in there. Yeah, at least we have Steve the Magical Seahorse. Sorry, Thunderbutt. The Muffalo. Not the Muffalo. Why did I say Muffalo? Zeor, you're fired. This is a bad stream. Stop listening to me. Ban yourself. Stop streaming. End video. Thrumbo, that's you. We can bring Thunderbutt. She'll be pretty good at carrying shit. But apparently not that great at it. Let's go ahead and pick a research project, actually. I don't think we necessarily need the uranium. Well, you know what? Go ahead and scan for gold now, actually. There's an outside chance we might need some of that for advanced components. Hopefully it won't come to that. But... but... What else is it gonna... Oh yeah, research. Yeah, so we already know recon armor. I guess research marine armor. I'm sure the powered armors are way too expensive to build. To the point where I really just might not end up doing it. But at least we should know how to if we want to. Tramboline? Yeah, Silk Song's left me feeling a little dead inside, which is, I guess, not that unusual for me, but, like... it's just, what a disappointment. I know any game that gets 7 years of hype is probably going to disappoint. Yahtzee's been over that. Yahtzee's been over that. Like, nothing that gets that much hype possibly can live up to it. He went over that with the Duke Nukem Forever debacle. Like, sure. I really thought Team Cherry and the Hollow Knight sequel was going to be the exception to that rule. I figured if there was anybody we could count on to make a not bad video game, it was them. But they made a video game I just can't even play anymore. Not even the funny song bug makes me want to play Silk Song anymore. Lambrezzo's making me nervous. It's the first time a game spent that much longer in development without being in dev hell that I can think of, yeah. Who's this turtle? This turtle bit my cat, didn't it? Must have been long ago that it doesn't matter. Alright, I think we're fairly peaceful for right now. I know saying that is like daring Randy Random to do something about me. But my point is, I think at the start of the new day, go ahead and throw a caravan together. Go dig some uranium. We have a couple of decent miners. That's one of the many things that bothered me about it. Like, come on, like you had that long, not only to build but also to test this game. That's long enough to figure out that a lot of what you're doing is bullshit. Monkey's absolutely right about the shards. Why do you have a limited currency to buy uses of a limited weapon system? Why did you limit the already limited thing? How does it improve the game if I run out of shards while I'm trying to fight your stupid frickin' boss again? Ugh. So many things like that, just so much contempt for the player. Absolute disrespect for your time and effort. But yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. Well, there were two. First, I realized I just wasn't enjoying exploring the game anymore. I reached a point where the environments were starting to feel samey and repetitive, and like the rooms started feeling so similar I couldn't tell them apart. I got sick and damn tired of the of the dark pipe mazes. even more tired of the haha, we closed the door, it's time to fight all the enemies again rooms. Like, they... I don't know why they love those damn things so much. The final straw was when I was already 2 nested quests deep into this thing. Like, I got a quest that told me to go to a place to get a quest, to go to other places to get quest MacGuffins, all to get a yeah, a needle upgrade. And I finally got the one of them. I had to, like, go into Asshole Town to rescue the idiot, to send him back to Belleville. And I went to him and I said, alright, give me the freaking MacGuffin so I can, you know, get on with the rest of this stupid damn fetch quest. They were like, aha, you have accepted the challenge of transporting this perishable thing. It will expire in just a few minutes and you cannot fast travel and you cannot get hit by anything. I said, done. Alt F4, close game, uninstall. I'm never playing Silksong again. Like, that's how much that's how hard that could fuck off. So anyway, how are you? It's just disappointing, it really is. We all wanted so much out of Silksong. And it's not just that it was a disappointment, it's that it was a disappointment on purpose. You play the original, yeah, I'm not mad at Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's still great. Yeah, no, the nail upgrade quest wants you to get 5 different things from wherever the fuck. And yeah, one of them is the friggin' flowers. No! No! I'm not doing it. Silksong said, haha, jump asshole, and I said, no. I've done enough jumping. You've already seen how high I can get. We're done here. Hey, you know what? I have Donkey Kong Country games I can play instead. There we go. I was just getting ready to say, like, after something like this, you wonder what else you're supposed to do with yourself. Wait. I know some good video games. Game design postulation. The shards are to make sure you don't spend too long attempting a boss, and instead look elsewhere for stuff to do, despite that you're probably locked in on attempting the boss, because other options are exhausted and or your corpse with all the money is still there. I was gonna say, that disagrees with your stupid goddamn Dark Souls, hey, you have to go right back to where you just died right now to get all your shit back mechanic. Which I'm still working on believing they even did once, let alone... Well, no, nothing about Silksong surprises me at this point. Everything about Silksong pisses you off. But that was like the one thing I hated about Hollow Knight. If there were any other problems with Hollow Knight, they were minuscule in comparison to how, like, enjoyable that game was to explore. Just that one stupid thing. Because every indie dev has gotta be a Dark Souls. I still don't even really have any opinion on Dark Souls as a game because I never played it and I'm not terribly inclined to. But its impact on the gaming world has been a goddamn disaster. Oh, okay, yeah, either a Dark Souls and or a rogue something. Yeah. The word roguelike is now dead, by the way. Like, that word has lost all meaning. An overwhelming majority of people who call things roguelites have no idea what rogue was. Roguelike. Whose bed is this? That is an ugly carpet. Oh, Shorty, that makes sense. I probably did that on purpose. I don't think I overwhelmingly wanted Shorty in my colony. I'm not sure if I even really got a choice. It might have just been because she was Ileana's sister. I was like, fine. Rogue Legacy, and then every indie dev simultaneously popped a boner for reasons they didn't fully understand at the time. Yep. I burned completely the hell out on Dead Cells. Like, I liked Dead Cells for a pretty good while. There were, like, the action of it felt pretty good for the most part. and then it just wanted to escalate the difficulty to 1 zillion% for you to get the real ending, and it was just... difficulty 2 of 5 was basically no mistakes permitted. And I remember looking at that and it was just like, you've played this game for 1 trillion hours, would you recommend this game? And I was like, well, yeah, obviously, but... no, I really don't. Like, if there was somebody thinking about getting into Dead Cells, I would be like, probably not really worth it, honestly. Depends on what you want to get out of it, I guess. Like I said, I mean, I stuck with it for a while, there's something to it. But if you want, like, a payoff at the end, you're not gonna get one. I saw a game on Steam recently with the Souls-like and roguelike, 2 tags that were incompatible with each other because their fundamental design choices about the flow of the game. So, like, the only reason to call it Souls-like is just a dumb way to call it hard. Yeah. Well said, yep. I still just don't even understand why you would do that with a game. Alright, your game is the very hardest game you'll ever play. Only real gamers must apply. What if I want to enjoy myself? Is that allowed? Are video games just not doing that anymore? Remember fun? Alright, anyway. Uranium, caravans. Where are we going? World map. The UI of this could have been done better. Want to have fun? Skill issue? Yeah. Sometimes I really think we have the dumbest hobby, you know that? But then I play RimWorld and everything's great. RimWorld is an anomalous thing where even when shit goes south and wrong and bad and, like, people are dying, it's still fun in a different way. As a matter of fact, that's one of the core design philosophies of this game. Like, if things are going really, really badly for your colony, the game will throw you a bone in some way. There's even a relatively common, like, if everybody in your colony suddenly dies, somebody shows up to fix it kind of event that can happen. It's intended to be like a story generator game more than it is like an everything goes perfectly all the time game, you know what I mean? You know, like Dwarf Fortress. Really is not subtle about its inspiration and doesn't need to be. I pretty much always send Zeor on trips just because he's good shoot. It's a little weird how we can see the monetary value of our colonists. I was getting ready to say, I don't think Shorty's worth all that much. She and Ray are worth a lot because they are the most full of bionic parts. Skizor also has the bionic spine. Loadrunner is our least valuable. I saw a video essay I recommended recently how RimWorld was made and why it isn't a video game, and I'm sure there's an interesting argument to be made, but I just wasn't in the mood. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think it's one of those games that would sooner call it like a sooner call itself a simulator than a video game. We need at least Ileana and Shorty because they're our best miners. Okay, here we go. Izor can do it. Sure. Maybe we'll send one other person. I don't expect too much trouble on this trip. Because again, it is mostly on a road. Ray does like everything, doesn't he? Everything except mining. Maybe this will be fine, to be honest. Ileana can mine. Really good at it. Mining is like... Oh no, Shorty is actually a shitty miner. Okay. Who else is good at mining? I'm sure somebody is. Just looked at Skizor. Is 6... Was it Adams? No. A little. We'll have to be a little careful if we send Adams, because she is our cook. And says, I find games that are hard fun because the fundamental groove of learning something and executing, but it needs to teach you how to get into the groove. Like Sekiro is, regardless of how I feel about it, extremely good at conditioning you into what it wants. That is something you need to establish. I would agree with that if not for that motherfucker who shows up and goes, oh yeah, well, pow. Like, what do you mean, pow? You're supposed to give me a second to react to these things. That's the whole gameplay loop. That's what you spent the last 5 hours teaching me to do, and now you're telling me it's irrelevant. That pissed me off. I don't remember who else we had on mining. Yeah, I guess Ileana's only really good at it. I still, like, I don't feel strongly enough about it to buy it, but I feel like I might get into Elden Ring because that one at least gives you some lateral movement to, like, change up your weapons and things like that. Like, the ability to experiment with a build would make a game like that a little bit more palatable for me. Like, a way to kind of engineer a solution to make it better instead of just, like, get good. Chen's good at mining. Alright, we'll send him. Alright. I'm just gonna say we just need those 3. So let's send Thunderbutt. Oh, hang on. If we're sending Thunderbutt, we better have some Thunderbutt's handler. Yeah, send Thunderbutt, because they're real big. I don't think there's such a thing as a pack cow. Send Farterblatt. Wait, huh? We can't use Thunderbutt as a pack animal? Well, poopy. Alright, then stay home, Thunderbutt. But we will bring one more horse. Then, there. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, items. Don't need to bring much. Wait, our bedrolls, bring those. Bed. Oh, maybe they're under travel supplies. Yeah, they're there. Alright, cool. Already picked the bedrolls. Note that thrumbos will refuse to carry packs, making them not technically a pack animal, but they can be ridden, providing a speed factor of 1.6 to the rider. Okay. I think I'll leave them anyway. Kibble. They will be able to graze, I don't know why it automatically assumes that we're bringing fine meals. It should hopefully hold them over. Right. So let's see, it's like we're gonna be gone for like 3-ish days total. 3 colonists. That's interesting. Alright. I guess let's bring some pemmican. It should be about all we need. Already bringing medicine. Alright. Mindy, are you any good at mining? I know I already just checked. Not really. Yeah, screw it. Then Thunderbutt. I don't really find caravanning all that satisfying to do. That might be better in the current full version, stable words in 1.7 or whatever the current version is, because they added the ability to just stop and make camp and actually, like, generate a camp. Spent a few hours on Elden Ring, which isn't enough for to engineer any lateral solutions to anything, I'm sure, but just the moment-to-moment of the combat kind of had the Silksong effect on me for different reasons. Exhaustion and not much else. Yeah, like I was saying, like, I feel like there's a chance I would like Elden Ring, but I don't necessarily feel strongly enough about that to buy it. I don't think we have to worry too much about Thunderbutt's safety. The Thrumbos are pretty badass. Like, in the era of the game, harming a Thrumbo is a pretty bad idea. Because they'll jack you right up. Which is half the reason we're bringing him. Toffee can stay home. How you doing, Toffee? Toffee as well. How's Gyoza doing? What do we... Okay. That's just to maintain tameness, I guess. I thought maybe we were trying to train the rabbit to do tricks. Pretty much only spot much. Do the tricks. That's standard apparel. Right, I think Adam still has that kind of lousy flak jacket. She's just gonna have to deal. Alright. You guys are on the road. Where's Chen? Right, Chen is just very slow. Could have gone around the sandbags. Same. Alright. Orders. Approach lump of uranium ore. For a second I was looking at the Metal Gear games on Steam. They have like a collection of some sort. I was just like, you know, maybe I could, and then I was like, maybe not. Like, I know I've said before, like, I've tried to play Metal Gear Solid, and I don't really gel that well with it. Thought about playing it, and nah, I don't know. Maybe I could play 3, but... I had a hunch the ports were probably terrible as well, yeah. Guess it's a good thing we left Zeor home, because he got all that mass muscle. That reminds me, I do need to get a haircut. Thought about doing it today, but I was just tired all day. Yeah. PS2 Fremulation is, pretty stable at this point, I believe. I'm sure I asked this recently, but I will again because I'm kind of dumb. How is PS3 Fremulation going these days? Because there are several PS3 games I wouldn't mind streaming someday. I really had some pretty good times with my PS3, you know that? I fondly remember that console. Game-by-game basis, that makes sense. I think MotorStorm Pacific Rift was pretty much impossible to fremulate. Which is a shame, because that was a real good PS3 game. Loadrunner tried to attract Mindy by telling a tale about lunchtime. Mindy did not respond. Dude, Loadrunner, you're the progeny of Ollie, you're a good guy, you're a good, useful colonist. I will bane you. I will pick you up and snap you the fucking half over my knee. Don't do it. I remind you of the time Ileana started a social fight with Zeor and he put her in the hospital. Alright? I'm just saying. I can believe that. It was weird how, like, PSP stremulation was mastered like instantly. Somebody was just like, hey, here's our PS3 scremulator. It works perfectly for all games. Enjoy. It was like playing Monster Hunter at like 4 times its original resolution. I don't know what the secret there was, but... PSP was also jailbroken in like a week. I'll say the same thing about the PSP that I just did about the PS3. You know what? I really enjoyed that little thing. It did have that thing where the square button was like 1/4 of an inch off its sensor. And when confronted about that, Sony basically said, fuck off. But there was a lot to like about that little thing. The little analog nub worked just well enough. The screen on the PSP was great. I remember how crisp and awesome the cutscenes on Tekken Dark Resurrection looked on that little screen. We got a couple of pretty good Mega Mans on there. Still mad that we didn't get more good Mega Man games on there. It was what got me into Tekken Dark Resurrection was, like I had played 3 in Tag Tournament before on my brother's systems. But, Dark Resurrection was the first one I owned. That was one where, Dragunov debuted. And he's my main man. Yeah, I remember just hearing pretty recently that there were a couple of pretty good Metal Gear games on the PSP as well. I bounce the fuck off of Dissidia. I often like, you know, grid-based, turn-based strategy games a little bit, you know, the XCOMs, what have you. There was like an Atlas game made called Cardia on the PS1 that I really enjoyed. So I figured I should check out Dissidia, it might be my thing. That game drove me kind of immediately insane. The voice acting did a lot of it. Dissidia is a fighting... Oh, I was thinking of Disgaea. My bad. Yeah, I never did play Dissidia. Zedai Hero Project Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evilman. It's an interesting look for traditional roguelike fans who can stomach NIS sensibilities. That sentence folded my head in half a little bit. I'm not sure what to do with that. Ray can trade good. Very cool. Right, the thing that bothered me about Dissidia was... This is from a million miles away and it doesn't matter that much. What they did with Cecil, like they wanted to have Dark Knight Cecil and also Paladin Cecil, so they just made both the Cecil, like that one Cecil could just shapeshift between the 2 forms. I'm like, what? That's not how that works. This man did not climb Mount Ordeals and become a Paladin so he could switch back to Dark Knight as a toggle whenever he feels like it. Kaz just goes, it's fun, alright, you know, that's fair. Sure, you know, I just got done saying that's what a video game's supposed to do, alright, sure. Have your shape-shifting Cecil, I'm just saying it's weird. I remember hearing Kefka's lines. There was like a YouTube compilation of Kefka reacting to other characters. That was fun. Good at you. Yeah, we have a dry thunderstorm here. Those are a little scary. But then usually it starts raining and it all goes away. Oh hell. Oh no. Oh no. Zeor. Oh no. Oh no. Spot Munch is rescuing Blamrezo. Blamrezo, you had better not explode on my Panther. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Go to Snoo. Yeah, we got some trithermal storming going on. Now what? Stop! Stop fire! I don't give a shit about this. That's not even home area. I don't really care about all that, to be honest. I think the downside of the city for me is they did Bart's a bit dirty. His personality was kind of reduced to wacky free spirit. I don't even know who that is. Final Fantasy V Protect, got it. I don't think he suplexed a train, so he can't be that interesting. The away team is almost at the uranium. Yeah, we're good now. Alright, how we looking? Here we are, one big ass chunk of uranium. Okay, so who's carrying the bedrolls? Let's approach cautiously. Could be some sort of Unga Bunga ambush. Also a whole bunch of bears here. Well, boy was I extremely right about that. That is both ambush and extremely Unga Bunga. Just one naked lunatic with a club. Like, that uranium was my father! Any day now, Chen. Oh, he did. Iliana slays Kruxos in the head. Kruxos died. Good job. Alright, so who has the bedrolls? Go ahead and get those set up. You know, not every element of the UI in this game is perfect, but it makes do. No, not that one. We'll get some wood and bung up a campfire. We're going to replace the little turret by the trap corridor with a big turret. That one I don't think I'm going to because the minimum range would make it not that useful in that spot. I might change the one up north of it to a full-size turret. That might help. Everything's peaceful on the home front. Okay, nice. We'll send Ray to talk to these persons. Good time. I am not 100% sure if I should have brought Chen. He's very slow. I just want to make sure we have a little home base sort of thing set up here. We need to get a campfire going. Thunderbutt's eating the tree. Yeah. You gonna trade with the naked guy? Did Chen finish that sculpture? No. Are these steel urns? These are granite and steel. For sure. Where's Ileana? Oh, she's building the campfire already. Alright, cool. Once you've all done all that crap. Go. Get us some uranium. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Music in this game. Yeah, get it. Alright, Ray. Let's see if this naked weirdo has anything worth buying. Duffy. Selling shells for some reason. Steel weapons. Nope. Nothing really. Let's sell them some cheap weapons. Just to get rid of them, really. You guys want a club? Alright. That'll do. That'll do. They have an excellent flag fest? No, we'll buy a couple flag fests. That sounds like a lark. That'd be cool. Chen and Adams, are you not on mining? We need you guys on mining. Okay, stream Brabe. There you are. It's cool that they kind of just chill by the campfire if they have nothing else to do. Question is, who gets the legendary wolfskin bedroll? underbutt. Videos, James. Research is coming along on marine armor. How much is it to make a recon armor? Not as much as I thought. No advanced components. No, yes, advanced components. 3 of them. Alright. Thought those are regular components. How's Blam Rizzo doing? Little Blam Rizzo was a freaking time bomb for a minute there. We got him under control. You know what we can do? Hang on. There we go. Costs nothing. Everybody just has horseshoes, that's just implied. Yeah. Reserved corpse, yeah. Let's send the old man with a bad back to do mining. Good job, Z. A+ reasoning. Hi, Doc. We're getting our uranium. This is honestly probably more than we can carry. We're gonna try, damn it. Adams took the legendary bedroll. Ileana's stuck with a good one. Minnie attempted to show a new trick to Blam Rizzo. Okay, Blam Rizzo. Fucking explode. They're not too spicy in this way, it's fine. They're just really heavy. Lode Runner is in such a good mood. He's getting along okay with most people. What's going on with Shorty? Shorty's okay. We can't make bionic toes, sorry. But she also has the one eye, still. Oh. It's fine. Yes, sir, Bob. RimWorld. And not Silksong. Never Silksong. It's gonna be my thing from now on. I'm periodically just gonna talk shit about Silksong. Silksong. Caravan detected. Means we can't hang around there for longer than 10.6 days. I think we'll be okay. I get the sense you've been silk wronged. Get out of here. God damn it. I have. We've all been silk wronged. Yeah, by design, whenever you're out, like in a camp or whatever, you're not supposed to hang around there too long, something will get mad at you. Except cans. Yeah, cans 100% of that shit. He found something to like about it, yeah. That just means you have to... Oh, no. My brain. I shouldn't think that's funny. I'm a bad person. One silk wrong does not make a hollow right. Can you even carry the uranium we dug so far? I don't know. I don't think we really will know until we get out of here. It's fine, this will only take a minute. I don't think we need to worry about that. I think these walls are quite unbothered by ye open flame. Pretty good little wildfire, though. Ideally, I would prefer not to set my drill on fire. Old man Chen digging the last junk. Thunderbutt's just like, this shit's boring. Somebody eat the moss. Oh, Toby and Tammy question mark are streaming Undertale this weekend. Don't know why. I'm really not convinced anybody should stream Undertale, including the makers of Undertale. But it wouldn't surprise me if Toby's doing some sort of shenanigan. It's gonna put in a cheat code with tutorial in a bikini or some shit. It's a shame, but I do kind of like the lore implication being that thrumbos won't be saddled because they're considered beneath them. That was my take, yeah. If they're too high a life form to just be used as a pack animal. Alright. Pack it up. Get out of here. We got a uranium. Morty. Yeah, it's not even spoilers I'm concerned about, though. It's just that Undertale is like a very personal experience to the player, you know what I mean? Imagine the chat storm of anybody streaming Undertale in a way that the other people don't like Undertale being played. Just as a start. Alright, we don't need to linger too much here. Reform caravan. Go to here. They said we might try and trade with those guys. We actually can carry most of this. Oh, we can get all of it. Nice. Not all the berries. That's fine. Ah, the bedrolls. Want to leave a little bit of it behind. stream braining a little bit here. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the berries and herbal medicine. We'll be fine. The uranium is the important thing here. Okay, those guys will make a pit stop in old Happiness Thicket. Do a little trade. Where did you get this dead raccoon, Shorty? I don't remember ordering that to be hunted. Alright, we're gonna have to eat donkey. How long is the return trip when weighed down by unobtainium? Not sure. It's gonna take most of a day to get to Happiness Thicket. So, a little while. I had not factored that in with my food considerations, but I think it'll be okay. I think as long as there is forageable stuff, that passively adds to the food that they have during the trip. Or at least reduces consumption or what have you. Ray, again, is just in a perfect mood. No negative moodlets. I like that. Yeah, we don't need to watch Shorty shoot the bunny. Get it. We're getting there. Zeor is our team's crack shot. He is the stairs revolver ocelot. Yeah, fuck this. I'm going to bed. I should probably have brought a fifth horse. I hate to see stairs henchman. Okay, so my super mercenary power will be I can remove my own head and throw it like a boomerang. Cans will have like Inspector Gadget, stilt legs. Tech Bane can turn into two smaller Tech Banes. Doc just turns into a lamp forever. We'll throw Tama in there too. Tama can, Tama's power is, full color blindness, can only see grayscale. Marauder lair. I got distracted by all the stupid shit I was saying. Camp Marogula tribe, 5 tribes people. Fancy sculptures worth money. Orbital laser, psychic soothe pulsar, gold, camp loot. That actually may be worth considering. Tickman says I could definitely turn into 2 half-size me's. Only problem is they both die in the process. Somewhere I had like a... Hang on. I wonder if I can find this. Yeah, here we go. Top 20 useless superpowers. Can I just... Open a new tab? Let's just see if this works. Yeah, there it goes. Acid tears. Invisibility in the dark. Control remote control. Communicate with fruit. Trash detection. 75% levitation. Summon a lamp once. bullet attraction, read your own mind, instant hair loss, abnormal arm hair growth, absorb bad luck, super slow-mo, revive bugs, ultra fast aging, invisible handwriting. 1 second super strength. I can find something to do with that. Turn into a laptop forever. Seduce hats. And desaturation. There we go. I was thinking of that the one time. Like, it was in college and somebody asked us, like, what superpower would you want to have? And I just thought of this and immediately said desaturation. I just looked at me and said, I hate you. But, yeah, well, yeah, there's something there. I'm not gonna dig for it, but there's something there. I am about as white as you could be. I'm wearing a black hoodie as we speak. Beginning. You will listen. It's happening. It's hoplets. Just more Zeor's in jokes for himself going on here. Remind me. I really should keep like a running list of jokes that I need to explain. Make a segment of it. Just a big Zeor TV lore dump. I was just getting ready to say, Adams, we got some new flak vests, but she's on the road. We got 4.6 days of food, we're fine. They're in decent spirits, too. Bro. I think I did everything about that mining operation pretty much right. Like, set up some bedrolls inside the cave so there's a roof over them. Put up a campfire. You know, all that happy horse poo. Friggin' old splody. I mean, to this day, once in a while, I look at one of my own animals and go, pfft. "88 degrees outside." It would be cool to put up a colony in a place like this, like a highly mountainous area with a river running through it. There'd be a lot of interesting map features on a spot like that. Yeah, I had to just set up shop right next to a river. Like a rube. I don't know if roads appear on the map if you build on one of those. Sorry, I'm still reeling a little bit at Silk Wrong and Hollow Right. That's fucked. We need like a pun chat emote for Zeor TV. Yes, let's attack happiness thicket. What do we got here? Anything good? Why do you guys have human leather? Anyway. Okay, so they do have uranium. Worth bearing in mind. You have a joy wire. Brain implant that stimulates the brain's pleasure centers. While it dramatically improves the user's mood, the blanket of happiness makes it hard to concentrate on anything real. Joy wires are illegal on many worlds and are known for destroying whole cultures. Arcotech Eye, that has like scary nanotech shit. Receives every type of electromagnetic radiation, including radio, infrared, light, X-rays, and gamma rays. Visual acuity is precise enough to read handwriting from 20 meters away. Can emit various wavelengths of radiation like a flashlight, and has an internal sub-persona AI, which helps highlight your useful visual information. Its internal workings are a mystery to human minds. That is some, that's some NHP shit right there. That's some paracausal eye implant. Ra's own eye. I don't think we really need anything from these guys. Maybe... Oh, you guys have flak pants? We don't have any silver to trade with. Alright, never mind. Good day to you. Farewell. Alright, less than a day. There we go. But parking myself right next to a big road here has paid off a few times. Is this the bastard bandit camp? I need to think about if I'm doing that. Oh right, it's not on the map yet, is it? I think it doesn't appear on the map until you take the quest. Citation needed. I don't know if we need that. How are we on plasteel? And plasteel wall costs how much? $5 each. That's not bad. My dream of using a plasteel wall to defend the ship might not be unfeasible. Infeasible? Infeasible. Ex-feasible. Counter-feasible. Disfeasible. Feasibisn't. Afeasible. Contra-feasible. There it is. Nice. I'm just that easy to entertain. How you goons doing? Doesn't even track their movements while they're on the road, I guess. You can just caravan somebody out into the middle of the wilderness and leave them there, I guess. There's really a lot of horrifying things you can do in this game. How's it going out there? Chatters and chat hits. Yeah, you know, I do think I'm maybe in a place where, like, it's gonna ache for a little while, but I think I can leave Silksong behind me. I think I've definitely reached a point where, like, again, the thing that I want to get out of a game like this is not something I'm getting. Yak. I like the swirling stink clouds coming off the dead yak. We got a rice harvest. Did we eat all our fine meals? We took a bunch of the fine meals with us on the caravan. Not sure if we should have. What, are Kirby dancing? I haven't seen that. It takes me back to like pre-2000 internet. Oh, gold. Wow. Holy crap. That is a very far away ore deposit. Right, we also don't necessarily need Shen on mining anymore. Also don't need atoms on it. Shorty, I guess yes. You don't really have any skill for it, but it'll keep you busy. What are you doing, Fartablet? Horse physics. Game's about horses. Alright, we should now have scads of uranium. Enough that we can start putting our pods on the thingy. And then I can run out of advanced components and say Scrungus words. I think they should unpack the animals, like, you know, automatically. Probably. Yeah. Adams is gonna get hard at work, making them find meals again. There's a minor break risk. I don't know, what's wrong with you? Jealous of Zeor's bedroom. I forgot you were the jealous type. Well, Ileana, have you considered carotting off? I guess I could put something else in there. Oh, you know what happened? Her bed got unassigned. No, wait, she was in... Yeah, she was with Zeor. Even though he's adultering. Like an absolute hose... Crundle. I know what hose crundle is, don't worry about it. There, see, you have an excellent wooden large sculpture in your room. Got Zeor on it. Looking all contemplative next to Ollie. Just there in like a mangled heap. He looks like an Amogus, dead with just like the ham bone sticking out of him. I want to hang in this rec room. It seems like a good room. I just like the mood lighting. Ray got bored, so Ileana's gonna finish it, maybe. Ship engines are a lot of work. Can I shrink this grow zone? How do I, let's see, architect, yeah. Getting there. How exciting. Also, we're getting hay. There we go. This being the case, let us revise our kibble order. Let's see. Details. Use hay. Cool it on using the rice. You can use potatoes. Yes, use milk. I guess we used up all the boomalope meat. No. Let's just leave it like that for right now. We can throw some other meat in there if we start running low again, but we are doing okay on kibble for right just now. Nah, I know I don't feel okay about that. Let's choose some meat to sacrifice to the kib. Just bird meat. We have bear meat? Who hunted a bear? I like RimWorld. I say that every time I play this. I'm like, you know what? I'm just having a decent time right now. I'm the exact right amount of engaged with this game. I thought about putting powered doors on the hospital. Should I do that? How much do auto doors cost? Just 2 components? Ah, yeah, why not? Trying to find the opposite of Silksong to play, and I think it's a farming sim. That's about right. Yeah. We're getting there. These cost 3 advanced components each. Alright then. Where are we on advanced components? I'm sure it's kinda not great. 14. You're gonna need quite a few more of those. Alright. Alright, who's good at crafting? Once in a while, excuse me, once in a while I still get an urge to play a little bit of SimCity 3000. Which thankfully you can still do, thanks to the GOG version. There's something about... That game was peak, like, Windows 98 aesthetics. Really had a distinctly late 90s vibe to it. Ah, crap. Why you gotta defoliate, man? I don't think I'm getting to that tonight. Yeah, that SimCity reboot. I remember being a well-documented disaster. Chen, you better not be going for that slag. Alright. I can't forbid the slag. Yeah, Sears was kind of already dead, really. That was never going to be SimCity as we knew it. Alright, well, on our next turgid episode, we're gonna have to deal with that defoliator ship. They're not that huge of a deal. The mechanoids are a little scary. I'll bring somebody with a EMP launcher this time. Maybe I'll put Shorty on that, since she's not a very good shot. Doesn't need to be. Also, Shorty gets fucked up every time, so... maybe she should have the make everybody not fuck the colonists up too bad weapon. That's not a bad plan. Is Shorty on hunting? Alright, don't be on hunting for right now. Okay, I need to remember to put Hunty back on hunting. Hunty? Put hunting back on Shorty. Put Shorpus back hunt good, shoot good, weapon good, kill animal, hate mail from Peter, make meat eat. Video game. I'm Zeor, and I'm sorry. That's obviously enough out of me. Don't play Silksong. Well, you know what, do if you want. I'm just saying, if you haven't bought Silksong, maybe don't. Look, I don't care. Do what you want. I'm just saying Silksong's a pain in my ass. But that's enough out of me. Thanks for hanging. Probably not too much more of this. We have our uranium. We need more advanced components. We can make that happen. Old estimate holds 3 more streams at most, I would say, probably, optimistically. I don't know, we'll have to see. But in any case, standard sign-off applies. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for participating in any way, shape, or form. If you're watching this on YouTube later, hey, thank you too. I appreciate you, genuinely. I will see you Tuesday, unless my head falls off, which is always a non-zero possibility. Okay. That's all I got for you. Next time we'll kill a defoliator ship. Again. Alright, later on. Good night, goodbye. Farewell. More like Silk Stupid.